Hi, sugar pies. How's it going today? I hope it's going great in your neck of the woods. I hope everything is fabulous and wonderful as always. Hang on to me. Anyway, first and foremost, I want to say I apologize for the abrupt ending yesterday. Um, like I said, my brother went to the hospital and he was bringing me the kids, and I wasn't sure what time he was bringing them. So when we were doing that, they popped in, and I had to get off and give them my full attention because that's how I do. That's how Aunt Sarah is. When the kiddos are around, they get my full attention. Anyway, sorry, I need a little sippy. So yeah, I wanted to tell you guys sorry about that. I apologize, but we are going to continue that video today. We're going to finish it up. It's a pretty long one, so and with me pausing and giving my thoughts and opinions and reading you guys' thoughts and opinions, it takes twice as long as it would if we just watched it all the way through. Which why would we just watch it all the way through without giving our thoughts and opinions? That's what we're doing. That's the whole point of this, is to give our thoughts and opinions because we can. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing great. It's Friday, so I hope everybody has a great. If this is the end of your work week, hallelujah. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, even if it ain't, even if you gotta work the weekend, which I'm sorry you have to do that. That sucks, but gotta do what you gotta do, and I hope it goes by good for you, nice and smooth. Just keep telling yourself, I'm making money. And you'll get through it. You'll get through it. Anywho, I got everything set up here and I'm ready to go. So let's get into it. Let's continue to explore who Foodie Beauty, aka Chantal, who she is. Let's keep finding out through Mr. Snowflake, Mr. Cardigan. I like calling him that better. Let's find out who she is, what kind of person she is. So far, I dislike her worse than Amber Lynn. She's just gross with the poop and the farty like fetish type. Ugh, gross, disgusting. I'm sorry, but so unladylike. And yeah, at least I've never seen Amber Lynn openly rip off a huge ass fart, like purposely, knowing it's going to be loud, like doing it on purpose. And like I seen a clip like in this video, Mr. Snowflake showed. Oh God, I hate calling him that. I wish there was something else that I could call him. I wish I knew what his real name was. But she like let an accidental one slip, and she's like, "Oh, did you hear that gunfire?" or something like that. There's a difference between that and what Foodie Beauty here, Chantal, does. And she like makes a big old fit, like pushes it out, like sounds like she actually shits her pants, like purposely. It's disgusting, but ugh. But anyway, that's just my one of my big things that I don't like about this chick is how disgusting she is. But okay, let's keep watching this video. Let's get through this one. And yeah. And next week we will do episode 2. Maybe we'll watch the episode 2 of Shattered Reality of Foodie Booty. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what's up. You never know with me. That's why you gotta like and subscribe and hit the notification bell and stuff. All that shit. Because you just never know with me. It's a surprise. Okay. let's start this.
Of how a mind works or doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Because normal people will watch this and think, "What are you talking about? You were awful." But in her mind, she's been hard done by. I also really liked the part where she was complaining about another doctor that she did some work for.
And he would call in sick a lot, so I had to rebook his patients a lot, and he was already jam packed. And when you're dealing with people with mental disabilities and schizophrenia, they become very anxious. They need to see their doctor, you know.
She calls in sick a lot and then complains that somebody else is calling in sick a lot. Is it just me, or is she starting to sound legitimately insane now? That's nuts, isn't it? It's not just me. Anyway, after she was fired for a boss's fat phobia, she lived off the settlement. She got a big settlement from work. She lived off unemployment.
Hello, Chris. Hello, darling. Good to see you again. I'm glad that you could pop in and finish this with me. Happy to see you. I hope you're doing good today, darling. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm so happy you were able to join me.
Phoebe, who worked as a security guard, she lived off him as well, and that's what gave her the chance to sit at home, stuff on her face. So it all worked out in the end.
I was actually happy. I'm like, you know what? On a positive note, all things happen for a reason.
Yeah, the reason you were fired was because you were crap at your job. Let's not pretend the universe had this big master plan for you. Crap at your job, got fired. It's an open and shut case. She had a terrible attitude at work. She had a horrible attitude with her own audience. Surely she would have been a bit nicer to, I don't know, her own mother. No.
I was living in a group home when I was like 16, 17. I was sent there by my mom. She was a single parent. She didn't really know, I was horrible. She had me young. She had me at 17. I was the only child. Well, I have a sister, but she was so young, And I was the only child for so long. I was 11 when she was born. I was a spoiled brat, plain and simple. When I didn't get my way, I freaked out. That and your teen angst issues, daddy abandonment issues, and the list goes on. I think I just
That right there, what she just said actually explains a lot the kind of person that she is today. Yeah, that explains a lot. That puts it in perspective. Pretty busy today. It's the last day for my kids at school. I'm throwing them a party. Oh, fun. Oh, I wish you were my mom. Oh, that sounds awesome. Oh, lucky little ducks. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Oh, wasn't that always great the last day of school? It was like the best day at school was the last day of school. That's what my nephew yesterday when they were here, he's like, "You think I could stay the night?" I was like, "Are you out of school already?" And he goes, "No." And I was like, "Well, then I don't think that you can, bud." And he goes, "Yeah, but we're not really doing anything. We're just kind of like sitting around and like chilling and stuff and not really doing nothing." I was like, "Dude, that's the best time. These are the best days of school, or were the last days of school because you don't got to do nothing." I loved going to school when it was the last days of school. Oh, I wish I could. I so would. I'd be like, "Hey, girl, I brought some brownies and some peanut butter cups." But no, oh, that is so nice. What a nice mommy. Adopt me. That'd be weird. We're probably around the same age. That'd be weird. Yeah, those last days were school were the best, man. It's like, oh yeah, get through these last few days, and it's summertime, and I can sleep in, and I can do what I want. Yay! But anyway, all right, let's get back to watching this big bitch stuff her face and talk about poop. I don't know.
I just had like spoiled brat syndrome. I was sent to the group home following, a major incident. one day I was fighting with my mom about something. I don't even remember. Probably at that time because I wanted to go sleep at my boyfriend's and be allowed to screw him all hours of the night at my age. We were fighting. She went downstairs to fold clothes. I came down a few minutes later. I emptied out half my bottle of, I think it was Zoloft I was on, antidepressants or something. Didn't work. I showed her the bottle and I said, I'm going to kill myself. I took half the bottle. And I hadn't. I really didn't. I never intended to really do it. I wanted attention. I knew that gave me power, threatening that. So she's like, what? Are you kidding? She was freaking out. So she took me to the hospital. I had the biggest nurse ever, like ever. She was a
Was she though? Was she that bad? Out of the two of you, I bet you were the worst one. Annoying nurse. Fake trying to end her own life to get power over her own mother. It's a close one. It's a close one.
She was like, you're going to drink this. It was like a drink. I think it was charcoal. And I was like, oh no, what if this, I really didn't take the pills. So what if the charcoal has a negative effect if you haven't taken any pills, So like, I actually better take the pills. So in the bathroom, I actually.
It's a girls' night with popcorn and pizza. I had to. Oh, hey, he is an honorary girl tonight. He's going to enjoy himself eating popcorn and pizza. That sounds fabulous. So, okay. Well, let me give you the short and sweet of it. We started this video yesterday, but I had to abruptly quit because my brother was going to the hospital to get checked out, and he brought the kiddos over for me, so I babysat them for a little while. And when I have them, they get my full attention, so I had to jump off here real quick. But Foodie Beauty here, she started off as like a mukbanger, whatever you call it. The people who ate large amounts of food and sit there and just talk in front of the camera. And the shit that she talks about is like gross. Like, so far she talked about how yesterday she talked about how she went to this couple's house to have a three-way, and she was drunk as fuck, and they really didn't want to do it. They were like, well, let's just go to bed. And she stayed the night, and she slept on the couch or whatever. She woke up and she was sick, so she was puking. And when she was puking, she shit her pants, and she said she had a thong on and and a skirt, and the poop blew all over the freaking wall or something while she's like, and she farts violently, like squeezing them out, violent farts live, and then just continues talking and eating. Like, that is nasty, man. She's filthy. She's filthy. Trust me, you're not missing nothing. Not at all. Oh, thank you, Dirte. That's so sweet. You're a doll. And I'm glad that you could make it today. I'm glad that you could be here to watch the rest of this. Yes, hello. So glad when you guys are able to pop in. I understand when you can't. In a perfect world, we could all be here together at the same time. But we got lives outside of YouTube land and social media. I always like to tell you guys this. I understand. It's not a big deal. It's no big deal. Catch the playback whenever you can, I don't care, we have lives. We have kids. We have jobs. We have health, concerns. We have to take care of ourselves and others in real life. It's, it happens. No big deal. Yeah, all while eating, sitting there stuffing her face, and she rips off a machine gun fart and keeps eating. Like, I don't know about you, but if I'm eating and I fart and I smell it, it makes me not want to eat anymore. Even my own fart. I'm like, oh God, I lost my appetite. Or if I smell somebody else's, then I really like, I'm like, oh my God, that's disgusting. Like, ew, 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 ew. Oh, thank you, Chris. And those kids of yours are lucky to have you as a mama as well. Definitely, because uh that's just that really sounds so fun, man. I wish my mom did, but things were different back then, and my mother was a single mother, and she had to work all the time, and I was basically taking care of me and my brothers and stuff. Oh, that would be so fun to have like a little out of school party with some popcorn and pizza. That'd be so fun. But other than that, yeah, like, oh, it's so gross, man. I'm sorry, but farts are funny. Yeah, they can be funny in the right context, like in the right situation. Like, I don't know. They can be funny. But uh I think it's a fetishy thing when it comes to this chick. I really do. Oh, you are so welcome. And you have three girls, 20, 12, and 8. Oh, they're growing up. I don't have kids, but I have nieces and nephews. And I've taken care of my brothers. I've taken care of my cousins. I've taken care of my cousins' kids and their kids. And yeah, that's what I've done my entire life. That's basically my profession, is taking care of children. But they do, man. They grow up so quickly in the blink of an eye. Like, my cousins who have children, who I took care of those children, now they're having children. And I'm like, oh, the babies are having babies. Oh, thank you, Chris. And oh, you just tickle me to death. You're such a sweetie, such a doll. Oh, anyways, it's just something. I don't want to have children of my own, but I like taking care of other people's children. If I happen to have a kid someday, which I doubt, I mean, I'm getting close to my 40s. I don't know. You can have kids in your 40s, though. It's not unheard of, but it's just never been a desire for me. I like taking care of others. I love babies and squishing their little cute little cheekers and stuff. But yes, your children are very lucky to have you as a mama, Chris. I feel your energy. I feel your vibe that you are a great mama for sure. Oh, oh, girl, you better quit. You quit it now. You better stop now. You're making my head grow. No, I'm just kidding. You're a doll. I'm so happy that you found the channel. So happy to have you guys as friends and to be able to come on. Okay, because you know what, we don't have to know each other personally in real life to consider each other a friend. We may not be like, oh, you're my best friend, we hang out every day type of stuff, but yeah. No. Oh yeah. I Doesn't it get harder, like pregnancy harder on you the older you are? I mean, obviously I haven't been pregnant, but I feel like being pregnant in your 40s would really suck. I think it would really, really suck. I think a child raised up by a woman ready for the job would be better than a teenager that still can't legally drink. Right, right. Yeah. Being a teenager and going through that, it's got to be rough too. I mean, like I said, my mom, she had her first kid when she was 15, you know what I mean? So that has to be hard too. But I mean, like on your body wise, that's probably rough on you. Your third one was very tough. Yeah. Yeah, the older you. Right. I get what he's saying though. A woman who's older and is more has her life somewhat established together, whatever you want to, Uh, but on your body, I think the older you get, it probably, I don't know, but that's just me thinking out loud. Maybe, I'm not professional at anything and I've never been pregnant, so I don't know. But, anyways, all right, babes, let's keep watching this repulsive thing.
Actually took some pills. Then I thought I'll just drink the charcoal. You guys probably think I'm nuts. I was.
Yeah, you sound awful. You sound really awful.
And stupid.
Yeah, stupid too. Yeah, you sound stupid, yeah.
Then I had said, I just got really scared and I was like, I had actually, I didn't really take them before. I just said that. But now I actually did. They put me in a room, make me drink that. And they decided I was going to stay the night.
If you don't know the story, you're probably thinking, doing this to her own mother, it can't get any worse than that. But it does.
So I was at like a children's hospital, because I was still underage. They put me beside an anorexic girl. She had anorexia. I made friends with her. She was being tube fed Ensure all day. Well, for her meals, not all day, but for her meals. And it was sad because her family would come often. You could tell her family really loved her. And they would bring her all kinds of candy, big top.
Mike Tyson, though. Yeah, and speaking of that, I hope he kicks Jake Paul's ass. I cannot stand that cocky little bastard. I'm sorry. I know he's younger and all that, but Mike Tyson, he's been doing this for a living since he was a teenager. He's an athlete. He keeps his body in check. He keeps in shape. He's not like your average Joe. I think if your body can do it or not depends on your genetics and probably right. It depends on your yeah. Yeah, that's a valid observation. And how healthy you are, how in shape you've kept healthy, and you've kept your body. Definitely factors for sure, but I really hope a Mike Tyson and Jake Paul thing. Oh my God, I really hope Mike Tyson. I mean, I don't know. I have a feeling that it's just a for show thing, but God, I really hope Mike Tyson knocks his block off. It would make me so happy to see that kid get knocked out. But I doubt that, he's probably getting paid to take it easy. Oh, God, Chris. If it's not rigged, absolutely 100%. There's no doubt in my mind Mike Tyson will mop the fucking floor with that little bastard. Yeah, I've see, I don't keep up with the boxing stuff, but I've noticed that he was a lot more aggressive in his younger years, which tends to happen. Like, even looking at my dad in his younger years, that motherfucker was aggressive. Like, he would fight you at the drop of a hat, but now he's a lot softer and stuff. But that switch can get triggered. It only takes, Mike gets hit a good time, and he could revert back to that killer instinct. Yeah, I hope so. I hope that he can't be paid off. I hope so. I don't feel like he's the type that can be paid off for sure. Yeah, I heard about that. I seen somebody post a clip of that where he was punching the shit out of somebody on an airplane. I don't know the context of it, but I seen the clip of it. But yeah. Oh shit, hang on, babe. Oh, dang it. Dang it. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I dropped my mouse and everything got all goofy for a minute. But all right. I hope you guys still got your barf bags ready. Let's keep watching and see what's going on with this chick.
Hubs, we're talking. We become friends. And I was just like, man, those candies. I had said to her at some point, "Are you gonna eat those candy?" And I think she kind of caught on because she gave them to me. She gave me her candies.
Foodie beauty.
Wow, that's gross. This girl, she said, is anorexic, and her family brings her candies. Probably the only thing that they can get her to eat is candy. And this fat bitch is like, "Oh, are you going to eat those candies?" And, the anorexic girl, being anorexic, she's probably like, "Oh, here you go." She don't give a shit about food. You have somebody who don't give a shit about food and who really gives a shit about food. Ew, that just rubs me the wrong way, but...
Mariam, Chantal Marie, whatever she's calling herself these days, whatever she's calling herself by the time you watch this, took food away from a young girl who was struggling with anorexia. That's nuts. That is nuts, isn't it? It's not just
Yeah,
nuts.
that's totally nuts. The nerve.
Seriously, I'm asking you, what's wrong with her? Oh yeah, she's a spoiled brat. Her words, not mine. With no empathy. That was my word.
Uh-oh.
Spectrum Mobile's new deal.
Sorry, guys. We got ads because I don't have YouTube Premium because I'm poor. It's all right. No biggie. This guy, hang on here. I'll pause it here and this guy here, hang on. Oh shit, hang on. His channel is called Mr. Snowflake. Here, let me show it to you. I like him. He does a good job. He has really good documentaries on YouTube personalities. But yeah, this is Mr. Snowflake. This is his channel right here. If you guys want to go sub to him or anything. Great. He has great documentary. He does great documentary work on these people. That's like stealing groceries from somebody living on food stamps. Right, dirty. I can't say it any other way but dirty. Yeah, exactly. That's a good comparison. Hello, Susan. Good to see you, darling. Happy you could make it. I hope you're well today. Hope you and the hubby are well as you can be. Yes, very happy to see ya. Very happy. Always a pleasure to talk to all of you guys. It just tickles me pink. It really, really does. But anyway, yes, this is Mr. Snowflake, and I enjoy him, and he does really good documentary work. And he's funny also. But all right. Your husband's getting on your nerve. Hey, they tend to do that, don't they? Men, no offense. It happens. I know us ladies can get on men's nerves too, but it happens. It happens. Gotta love them.
Badly. Surely she would be nicer to, I don't know, her own sister. Nope. Foodie's younger sister was in a video with her, sat eating dinner, and for some reason, Foodie decided to comment this. I should mention that my little sis has a disability, thus the mildly antisocial behaviour. If I didn't see this comment, like most people, if I didn't see this comment, I wouldn't have thought she has a disability or anything like that. So I don't know why she felt the need to do that. At first, I did think, oh, she's trying to be mean to her own sister. But then I thought, well, why would you be mean to your own sister? But then I discovered that Foodie apparently, I'm saying that a lot, had been incredibly mean to her own sister. A post went up on Kiwi Farms from a woman named Kathy, who claimed she was friends with Foodie back in their high school days. Her sister is a sweet girl, she would say, wouldn't hurt a fly. She grew up with Chantal telling her she was ugly and dumb. We would be eating and watching movies, and this poor kid would sit at a chair by the doorway where she couldn't even see the screen because Chantal wouldn't let her sit beside us on the couch.
Oh my God, that is so mean. See, this bitch is disgusting, dude. All around disgusting. Her personality is gross. Her behavior is gross. Her, not trying to be mean, but her appearance is gross. Like, I don't make fun of people's appearances. I really don't. I mean, I have no right to, because I'm not the greatest looking thing on earth by far. Like, no, there's not a piece of me that is perfect. Believe that. But, oh my God, she's just so repulsive. Like, she has Amber Lynn beat big time.
This Kathy also went on to say, don't assume she struggled because she's overweight. Chantal was part of the main clique in high school. She was never bullied, but did sleep with almost every boyfriend her friends had. Her mother, Kim, worked for Red Cross with the disabled, and Chantal would mock and make fun of them. She calls other big girls fat and obese when upset. She put her mother through hell. The woman worked full-time raising a spoiled overeater and a disabled young girl who never even had the last piece of any dessert. Because Chantal had to have it, or she would tantrum. Oh, and the way Chantal picked on her sister, always told her she was ugly and stupid. I always felt it was because her sister's dad married Kim when Chantal's dad ran when she was 2. Now, just because somebody posts something online, obviously it doesn't mean it's true. In fact, most of the time when I see something posted, I think, nah, bet that's not true. However, for some reason...
Absolutely, Chris. Hit the nail on the head. Sounds like a spoiled, entitled brat that needs to be told no. Exactly. Absolutely.
I'm going to say for some reason a lot with her. For some reason, Foodie decided to send a childhood friend an email, and it's a lovely read. Actually, I won't read the whole thing, but
we'll read the whole thing. How about it? Okay, so if you could stop acting like a crazy teenager and creating 100,000 fake accounts trying to harass me, that would be wonderful. So, wait, who is this from Chantal or to Chantal? I can't remember. You are taking this way too far, and guess what? It is all your fault. You started this. You flip out because you see that I called one of my trolls an exceptional individual in the figurative sense. Okay, this must be Chantal. From the Chantal shawl to me. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. A long time ago in self-defense, yeah, I have screenshots of me saying it to you on Facebook as a joke, but that time it was okay, right? All bullshit excuses for you to be pissed for no reason because you have self-hatred issues, which is why you used to cut yourself and threaten. Oh my God. And now you are taking it out on me. You sit there and talk about my eating disorder with my trolls, but what about the self-harm you used to do? Again, don't come for me unless your closet is clean, which it is not. I never mentioned anything about, yeah. etc. You are making shit up now. You are in the wrong here. As a friend, if you were offended by something I said a year ago online, for fuck's sake, all you had to do was message me on Instagram, but instead, like a coward, you blocked me and become my biggest troll. How would you feel if it was your kids who were being trolled online? Our friendship is over, if we ever had one, which is apparent to me. We never did, but it is so, so, so low of you to bring up 20 years of information, most lies and exaggerations, stuff that we talked about in confidence as friends, but you have no boundaries and you have no morals and you have no soul. Does this seem like she's talking about herself? I'm just saying. You are in a very dark place, and I would get help for that if I were you. Tell me, how, as a parent, do you have the time to sign up to forums with edgy names like Manny Cunt? Manicunt? When you are a single mother of two, what kind of example are you setting for them? I know you are in Yarmouth. Yarmouth? I don't know. And I have all the screenshots of the harassment you have been putting me through for what? A lousy comment I made? Pfft, go cry in a corner for fuck's sake and grow up. You have always been a whack job, and all of Cornwall knows that. If you ever mention another thing about me online, and I will be checking, I will be sending all the screenshots to Child Protective Services in your town and to the authorities for harassment. This has gone too far. Enough is enough. And by the way, honey, BB has his permanent residency, so shove your threats up your ass.
It's on the screen if you do want to read it. It's Foodie being very angry that Kathy started all this. She says in the email, Kathy has self-hatred issues. She goes on to talk about how Kathy used to self-harm and threaten suicide. God, who would threaten suicide? Can you imagine, Foodie? Can you imagine anybody doing that?
I'm going to kill myself. I took half the bottle. And I hadn't. I really didn't.
No, I think.
Oh my God, that just... You said that, Chris, and then she said, like, that right there is a proof that that was self-projection. What the fuck? Look at... What the hell? Her head's shaved. That is one thing you do not do to ever... Yeah, that's one thing you do not ever do. Bring kids into anything. That pisses me off. Yeah, me too. What? That just shows that this big fucking Jabba the Hutt blob... Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hate being petty like that. I hate... I try not to be that way. But when somebody is such a piece of shit human being like this sloppy bitch, it's so hard not to go low. Ugh. Lord, forgive me. You guys, I apologize, but this sloppy hoe just makes me sick. Absolutely disgusted. Right, don't ever poke a mama bear. Yeah, because they are going to get you, bitch. They will get you. Mm-hmm.
Faked a suicide attempt because I was desperate for attention.
Foodie goes on to say our friendship is over, claims most of what Kathy says are lies. She has a problem with Kathy's online name being Manic. And I found the only people who have a problem with the word are the ones who act like Also, Foodie goes on to threaten Kathy with Child Protective Services to get her kids taken away from her if she ever mentions anything about her in the future. This one hurt my brain for a bit, I'll admit, because I like part of the fun. Part of the intrigue is when I'm making these videos on people is trying to understand why they do what they do. Is it something from childhood? Is it whatever it is? I like trying to figure it out as an armchair psychologist. And I just couldn't figure this one out. Why you would threaten to have somebody's kids taken away because they dared speak out against you online. I can only assume it's because Foodie thinks she's amazing.
I'm like pretty.
Yeah, because she thinks so highly of herself, and she literally is just a piece of shit human being. Yeah. Very sick individual. Absolutely, Chris. Spot the freak on. She's disgusting in every way. She's disgusting. Looking at her makes me want to puke. Like, ugh. And I'm not saying just because of the outside. I'm saying all the way through. She is a nasty, sloppy, disgusting piece of vile garbage juice trash.
Prettier than like 90% of people on YouTube. I'm going to call Child Protective Services on you. And you know what? I stand by that. I don't think that usernames like Manic to harass people deserves to have kids.
She was going to get this woman's kids taken away from her for daring to speak out against her on the internet. Or was she?
Yeah, of course I'm not going to call Child Protective Services.
So she never had any intention to get this woman's kids taken away from her. I don't know what's true anymore. I don't know what's a lie and what's not. I don't even think Foodie knows what's a lie. I think she just says things in the moment and then calms down later.
Yeah, garbage juice. That's an inside joke with me and one of my friends on here, one of our friends on here, Amanda. If you see this, garbage juice. This bitch is garbage juice. But yeah, right. Oh, I know, Susan. I know. What the hell? She's gross. And on top of that, she thinks that she like that comment cracked me up though. That I'm prettier than like 90% of people on YouTube. Girl, shut up. I could roast you. I could roast you. I could roast you about how far apart your eyeballs are. I could roast you about how you have like not just a double chin, you have like a triple, quadruple chin. I could roast you about how you look like you smell like a rolling turd that's been laying on a hot fucking sidewalk. Like, like, girl, what? Girl, what? Quit. I'm not being petty. I'm not being petty. Okay, let's keep going.
Later and then thinks, right, what can I do next?
Talking about me online, I don't know.
I feel sorry for anybody who rides in a passenger seat while she's driving because she probably takes up that whole front seat.
That hurt my feelings. I need to work on building a better opinion about myself so I don't let others get to me and become so defensive,
Because I just don't get her. I don't get her. But I think she's definitely jealous of her sister.
And naturally, you're getting all your mom's attention as a young one. You don't want to share it.
She's probably jealous of her sister because her sister's not morbidly obese like her, and her sister's probably prettier than her and gets more attention. Like she said, she gets more attention. It probably is big time jealousy. But yeah, Chris, a little petty is not too bad. A little petty. I'll ask for forgiveness later, but right now, just gotta be petty. Yes, she does have a YouTube channel. I couldn't tell you what it's called though, because I think she's changed it like a bunch of times. I don't know. I guess you could just, if you wanted to see it, because the stuff that she does now is totally different than what we're seeing now. This is like the beginning. Like, we'll get into it eventually. Now, like, she got an overseas boyfriend who clearly only got with her so he could like get a green card or something. And she's living over in Kuwait. And she like converted to Muslim or whatever. It's, yeah, quite a character. But is she better or worse now? As far as I know, she doesn't. I mean, she's probably still the same vile, like garbage person. She just doesn't show it now. But she's probably still, because I mean, let's face it, do people like this ever really change? Not really. Yeah, she's see, it's a lot different than what it used to be. But people can change, but people like this, do they ever really? Not so much.
If she would pretend to take pills when she was 15 as a kid, and now as an adult is pretending to get some woman's kids taken away from her, has she really changed from being a kid to an adult? It's do some more armchair psychology. It's arrested development again. It's what we've seen with Amber. She's just the same as Amber, just more off-putting. Imagine that. One of the worst stories I heard, and it is a story, I'll explain why in a second, is that she put her sister in a dryer, which sounds just psychotic. But because she deletes so much of her content, there's no proof of it out there. Although there might be by now, maybe it's been found by the time you watch this. But yeah, she deletes so much that all the horrible stories, or a lot of the horrible stories, haven't stood the test of time. They've been deleted. So everything I say in this and everything I show you that Foodie does, there's probably more. There's probably more awful stuff. But even if I can't prove the whole sister dryer incident, even without that, it sounds like she hasn't been a great big sister. There's definitely a theme here. Nobody is safe from Foodie's treatment. Not even, and I hate to say it, not even our ex-lover and now best friend, Pete.
Okay, so let me tell you how I met this guy. I was still with my ex, Pete. Things were not going well in my relationship. I was attention starved. Like, I'm an attention whore, big time. And he was just leaning against like this bar thing on the dance floor. He wasn't dancing. He was like staring at me. And I was drunk, so I went over and talked to him. And he was receptive to that. So anyway, I ended up getting his number. So I decided to call him. I was bored at work. You know, I was done my work and everything. And he was surprised me. He's like, "Why don't you come up?" I went into the work bathroom. I used the soap to like freshen up, you know. Finally found his building. He rolls a big fat joint. You know, the second the joint goes out, I look over. I'm putting it out in the ashtray. I turn my head and there's a big boner in my face. Really enjoyed it.
Oh my God. Sorry guys, for a minute I had to go and get something to drink. Right. Bada bing, bada boom. There it is, Chris. You have to take accountability in order to change. Exactly. And people like this and people like Amber Lynn, they don't take accountability. I've told you guys my story and how shitty of a human being I was. I took accountability. I changed who I was because I didn't like that person. I'm like, oh God, ew. She said yesterday she thinks she is dying and can't get out of bed or anything. Oh, well, it's probably because she's fucking huge. You know, girl, why don't you like start being healthier, man? I mean, being extremely overweight is very harmful to your body. That's why I don't get this whole glorifying being fat thing. Also, this story is, oh my God, this is another gross story. She says she's putting out a doobie and there's a big boner in her face. First off, who would even want to put their schlong in this hoe's face? I'd be afraid that she would devour it. I'd be afraid that she would think that it was a sausage and she would eat it. Sorry. I'm just being petty. All of her stories consist of poop, farts, and sex. What does that tell you? Poop, fart, sex. That's all of her stories. They all, you guys are smart. You can put it together. Yes, Chris, same. I'm allowing myself to be petty. I'm allowing it. You guys, let's be petty. Let's be petty as shit when it comes to this bitch. We can ask for forgiveness later, but you know what? Fuck it. Gloves are off. She's a sick human being. Gloves are off. But ew, like, I don't know. It's not a coincidence that the only stories she talks about are sex, poop, and fart, because they all intermingle with each other. I agree. We're giving ourselves a pass to be petty. Fuck it.
Itself, it was like 2 minutes long. We just eventually drifted apart because I met BB, and then I fell in love with BB, and it was like I had been seeing this guy, almost a few times a week. He's like, I'll pay your gas. I don't know, he offered, he was a gentleman, I guess. I don't know. I would go up several times. I mean, gas is not cheap,
She cheated on Pete's with multiple men, not at the same time. Well, maybe, I don't know, I wasn't there. I wasn't there, honest. And one of those men was BB, who she would start a relationship with.
It was very wrong of me to do that, to sneak around and talk to BB.
The only thing attractive about this chick is her makeup. Her makeup is cute. Her eyelashes here are cute. They look adorable. Her eyebrows don't look too bad either. And her lipstick don't look too bad. But everything else about her is absolutely repulsive.
Maybe for like 2 weeks. And I did fall in love with him in that short amount of time, by the way.
No matter how badly she would treat Pete, though, he would always be there for her.
Many times Pete would tell me, even if you don't love me anymore, I don't know, maybe he sensed it was coming, but he said, even if you don't love me anymore and you wanted to see someone else, I would be totally cool with that. I would be cool with you having different lovers to make you happy.
One time she would even throw a chair out of jealousy when with Pete's.
I remember throwing a chair because someone said Grace Kelly.
Oh my God. Ew. Oh my God. That's so disgusting. What's funny is, as I'm watching this, I'm making dough for our pizzas tonight. Oh, how ironic. Ooh, and you're making homemade pizza. You see, my chubby ass, I was just thinking, order some freaking Domino's or Papa John's or something. But ooh, you're actually putting in the work, girl. You're actually making homemade pizza. Ooh, them kids is lucky. Them kids are lucky. They better be so thankful to have you as a mama. I'm telling you right now, because my mama, she wasn't out there making homemade pizza in the kitchen unless it was one of them ones from the you guys remember the Chef Boyardee pizzas in the box? I mean, you still made the dough. And they were delicious, honestly. I love them things. They were I wish I had one right now. I would totally freaking want that sounds fabulous. I got some green olives in there. I got some pepperoni. Oh yes, absolutely. Children are blessings. They really are blessings. They are little blessings from heaven. They are for sure. That deserve to be protected, happy, and healthy, and taught the right way to be good human beings. Absolutely. But anyway, oh my God, this is so gross. It looks like she has a mouthful of poo-poo.
Ellie was better looking than.
Oh!
I mean, to be
It just got worse.
fair, Pete's, what were you thinking? Grace Kelly, better looking than Foodie Beauty. Need to get your head checked, mate. You know, it's not like Pete's didn't know everything that had happened, all the cheating. She told him everything. She told him absolutely everything. And he still wanted to be with her. But I liked Pete's at this stage, so it is sad seeing him be treated like this. It is sad. I don't think Foodie deserved him then. And even she would agree she didn't deserve him.
I did end up confessing everything to him, but I said I was going to go to a friend. She invited me over last minute. It's like, okay, he was so easygoing, you know. Poor guy. Such a good guy. I didn't deserve him.
I feel bad for Pete's, and to an extent, I do feel a little bad for Foodie because together they did go through some serious things.
Can I ask about the abortion? Yeah. Was it scary? Yeah, I was scared. I was for the first one. I think I maybe missed a pill or something like that. And then the second one, I was just stupid. It's covered in healthcare here, like it's free.
Okay, I just want to say this right now. I do not believe in abortions. I would never, ever, ever get an abortion. However, if it is early and another woman gets one, you know, within the first month, whatever, that's on you. That's on your conscience. That's on your whatever. That's on you. That's not on me. I, however, don't like it. And I don't think that abortion should be a form of birth control. And so the fact that this bitch is out here getting multiple ones makes me... Listen, I know somebody very close to me who had an abortion when they were young. I know a couple people actually that are very close to me who have had abortions when they were young, and they regret it. They feel horrible that happened, but you know, it happens, especially when you're young and you know, you're not ready and stuff like that. And I mean, it happens. And like I said, if it's early within like the first month, first few weeks, whatever, well, I still don't agree with it, but whatever. I feel bad because it makes me feel bad because I know that these people feel bad that they made that decision. But, you know, being young and you don't know what you're doing, you're scared, you know, I get it. So I have empathy for that. But, oh, God. Let me compose myself. Let's get back to this.
I wasn't sure whose kid. I was pretty sure it wasn't BB's because of the timeline, and
I thought she only spoke to BB for the last few weeks of the Pete's relationship.
It was very wrong of me to have started talking with BB before breaking up with him.
I thought, what, 24 weeks? That's like, what, 3 months? I did cheat on Pete's with BB, yeah.
I knew before starting this foodie series that she'd have a whole host of health problems, just from making videos on other people like her, Amber, Nick Ricardo, Hungry Fat Chick. They've all got health problems, and that's what happens if you're just going to overeat rubbish and not exercise and not take care of yourself. And she's no different.
A pulmonary embolism can be fatal. So I was, you know, and I had all the symptoms: shortness of breath, chest pain, dizziness, coughing, I was looking at my bedside table this morning, and I was like, it's collecting more and more things, more and more prescriptions. I have the sleep apnea machine. I have obstructive sleep apnea. I have my 2 types of antidepressants. I have my anti-nausea medication. I have pain medication. I have the blood thinners. You know, I don't ever want to take that many pills, especially for health situations that, in a way, I brought upon myself. So we went to the emergency room. BB drove me there and dropped me off. And whenever I saw the triage nurse, when you first get into the emergency room, she was like, wow, you are noticeably really out of breath. And she was really concerned. So I just feel really kind of down that, and I honestly just feel like, I feel like I'm disabled, and I just feel really depressed.
You think that would be your cue to, live a healthier lifestyle, eat a little better, maybe get a little bit more exercise when you're feeling like that? Wouldn't that be a hint, oh, maybe I shouldn't be a fat, sloppy fuck sitting in front of the computer eating huge, enormous amounts of food and laying around like a lazy slob? Like, maybe I should go, take a walk, take a few walks a week or something. Maybe eat some veggies or something, and maybe lay off the sugar a little. That wouldn't that be your hint? I'm just saying. Right? Duh, you're not taking care of yourself. Is this a surprise, bitch? Is this a surprise to you? She acts like it's a surprise. Like, oh my God, hello.
At this point of the research for Foodie, she did get a bit of sympathy out of us. I'll admit, she did get a bit when she was talking about the health issues. Even though she admits she's done it all to herself, I still had a bit of sympathy.
Humongous cysts that are in my lower abdomen area, and they make me bloated. They push on my other organs.
She didn't want to have surgery to sort the cysts. She wanted to heal herself.
Losing the weight and everything will heal me physically, but I also need to heal on an emotional and spiritual level. And I think that this will help take care of that. So the amethyst really spoke to me. So I got an amethyst. I got carnelian.
Honey, crystals and stones and such are not going to help what's wrong with you. What's going to help what's wrong with you is to stop eating like a fat slob and start moving your body. Oh my God, are you stupid? Are you stupid? Crystals are not going to help. Crystals and stones and mystical shit is not going to help what's wrong with you. I don't know. You do seem to be pretty gross on the inside as well as the outside. But no, your health problems, are because you are morbidly obese, honey. Quit eating a large pizza and a bucket of chicken to yourself. Maybe, eat some, I don't know, some broccoli, some carrots. I know I'm preaching to the choir. I need to do that myself, but I'm not 500 pounds either. I mean, I'm still overweight. Being 260 is overweight still for me. Being 5'7" and 260 is still definitely overweight. I want to lose 100 pounds, and I think I'll be perfect. 100 pounds, and I will be a happy girl. I will be great. But this girl, whew, I cannot stand people like this. Like, she wants people to feel bad for her, but at the same time, Don't tell me about myself. Give me a break. Right? For real though, girl. For real. Oh, feel bad for me, but don't I don't want you telling me what's wrong with me. You know what I mean? That's exactly how she is. Oh, thank you, Chris. You're beautiful. And I know I don't hate myself. I know I'm not as healthy as I could be. And if I lost some weight, I would be healthier. It's I want to be healthier. I want to be able to look in the mirror, and I still love myself even though I'm overweight. I still love myself. But I love myself even more if I were healthier. So I'm working on it. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'm about 50 pounds down. Took me a whole year to get there, but I'm 50 pounds down. Last year I was pushing 310. I was almost 310. I round up. I always round up to the round, like the closest round number, whatever. So, yeah. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate you, darling. I was going to do the whole and I did for a while. I did kind of a weight loss journey. I hate calling it that. So, I don't know. It just sounds so stupid to me. But I was kind of on one of those and sharing it with you guys, but then I was like, it made me feel like when I'd have an off day, when I wouldn't do my exercises, or if I ate like shit, then I'd really feel horrible because I'd, get on here and I'd be like, you guys, I ate a shit ton of pizza and it was just making me feel like crap. So I was like, I'm just going to do this on my own and it not feel pressure. You know what I mean? It's just that pressure. But I do keep you guys updated on how your girl's doing. I just don't show off like, oh, look at my belly. Ooh, look at my thighs, my thunder thighs. Ooh, but once I am where I want to be, uh I will show off for you guys. Yeah, right. I've heard that keto is very good. Me personally, I have my own thing going on. I eat once a day and I try to make better choices when eating. And I eat around the same time. I don't overeat. I just eat a sensible size meal and maybe a little snacky snack, like a little. I like the strawberry Nutri-Grain bars, like fruit and grain bars. Oh, those are delicious. And in the morning, I have to have either a coffee or a pop. We call it pop where I'm from Ohio, so we call it pop, soda, whatever, whatever you want to call it. I have either a soda or I have in one can of soda, or I have a cup of coffee or a coffee drink or a Red Bull. I like Red Bulls. But other than that, the rest of the day, maybe if I get bored of drinking water, I'll have me a little bit of juice or something, some fruit juice of some kind. And after 7 o'clock, no more eating, no more drinking unless I'm thirsty. I will drink water. And that has really helped, especially cutting down on my pop intake. Because I used to be like, I didn't drink water. I drank pop, 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 pop all the time. Sugary beverages all the time. So that's really helped cutting back and allowing myself only one in the morning, and that's it to get my day going. Boom, one. Oh, you're a doll, and I know you and your hubby can too. You can do it too. Yes. What works for me may not work for you. What works for you may not work for me. You know, everybody's body's different. But yes, I live in Ohio. I do. Yes. But yeah, sugar, that's one thing. Oh my God. And it sucks because I am a sugar addict. I love me some sugar. I love me some candy. I love me some cake. I love me some pie. I love me some ice cream. I love me some donuts. I love and carbs. Like I love pasta. I love bread. And I still allow myself to eat whatever I want, just not a lot like we used to. Like I used to like eat way too much. Way too much. So cutting back on my portions has greatly helped. Cutting back on the sugar has, like, if I eliminated sugar completely, I think that this process of losing weight would go a lot quicker. But I'm a sugar addict. I'm addicted to sugar. I feel like I have to have a little bit, at least a little bit. But like you said, Chris, do whatever works for you. Absolutely. But all right, let's listen to this freaking thing.
I got cherry
She
quartz.
tried lots of things. She tried just drinking water, a water fast, eating lots of grapes, honey and lemon. She tried all sorts. None of them worked. The crystals, surprisingly, the crystals didn't cure her.
Yes, definitely an eye opener for me. I do need to make changes in my life.
I roll my eyes at stuff like that because
Oh, cutting out pasta, girl. Whew. Rough. I love me some pasta too. I love me some pasta. Uh we are what are we? I know Scottish. We're Scottish. What else? English. You know, jolly good England. And I think some German. And this is both of my parents, one side and the other side, like, and I believe some Native American in there somewhere. I think. I can't remember. My mom did my dad's side's genealogy, and she did her side's genealogy before. So I remember her telling me a little bit. But I know for a fact there's Scottish and English in there. I know that. But yummy some pasta. Love me some pasta. I'm sorry. I love it. Okay. Let's get back to this.
sympathy.
After my 2 ounces of cheese was gone, I just, as if on autopilot, just kept eating and eating, and the thought of stopping and putting the rest of the cheese in the fridge was just not an option.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, please.
there we go. There we go with a ad. I hate ads. Oh, creepy. How can you eat that much cheese? Like, I can't. I'll be constipated for days.
All the time. You got deficiencies, if you have addiction, food binging, whatever. All the complaints that you have, and you have your health. That's what I know. And at 34, I was.
And kids, they're little mutts. Me too. I'm a mutt too. That's so cute, though. Italian and Polish, and German and Irish. Oh, oh, tell me about it. I wasn't it. Oh, and that the picture, the thumbnail, because I just found pictures. I just Googled pictures of her, and I edited, tweaked them a little bit so I can't get in trouble for using them. And literally, as you can see in front of her, is a giant plate of cheese, different cheeses. She sits there and eats all this cheese. How the hell can anybody eat that much damn cheese, especially in one sitting? Oh my God. I'd be so bound up. Oh my God, there is a tiny little bird like sitting on the porch of the birdhouse. Oh my God, it's so cute. We have a birdhouse out in the little bird sanctuary area that we got going. Like since we got that nice like actual ceramic bird bath, it's like a really nice one. Like the birdies actually have been coming back. And we got a little birdhouse out there that has a little porch on it. That was just so cute. That little bird was just like standing there on the porch of that birdhouse, like, hey. They got their little bath, they got their little house. We got to get them a little bird feeder with some seed, some food out there. We got hummingbird feeders. We need to get some stuff. Probably do that this weekend at some point. You got cheese sweats just say, oh, God, for real though. For real. Oh my God. Oh, I know. I hope I can get some video. I like getting videos of them and posting them. So keep an eye on them on my shorts because I like to take videos of cute nature stuff. Like we have little bunnies that show up in the yard sometimes. And of course, the kitties. I always post videos of them. They're being really cute, sleeping on their cat tree right now. Oh my God. It's adorable. But yeah, and birdies. We got all kinds of cute little birdies, robins and blue jays and cardinals and hummingbirds and what are they called? I think they're called grackles. They're black and they have like bluish, like they have like almost like a dark chromy looking blue head. They look mean. They look like they're little assholes, but yeah, I love, and I did post. I got some video uh over the winter time. I got video of some woodpeckers. It was either winter or fall, the cooler seasons. But I love me a good storm. When a good storm rolls in, I always have to show you guys. I always gotta be like, hey guys, check out this storm. It was a nice storm. It was nice. It didn't last super long. And I sat out on the porch and enjoyed it for a little bit, and it was a nice little storm and the wind was blowing. It felt nice. It wasn't super cold. It wasn't super hot. It was lovely. Some nice rolling thunder. No lightning though, sadly. I love me some lightning, but yeah, it was a nice little storm. Definitely check them out. You might like now I'll say this and then I'll start the video again. So I'm sorry that I'm talking away. But I have playlists that I try to keep updated. So if there's something that you want to watch, like if you want to watch nature related stuff, I have a playlist for that. If you want to watch the kitties, Poppy and Luna, if you want to watch videos about them, I have a playlist of nothing but them. If you want to watch the true crime stuff that we talk about, I have a playlist for that. If you want to see, I like doing like reveals of stuff that I bought or whatever, or like if you're into Bath and Body Works stuff, or candles, or wax melts, anything like that, whatever. I have a playlist that shows that. I have a playlist that shows my reviews of like trying new snackies and all kinds of stuff, anything and everything under the sun. So whatever you like, go check out this playlist, and you can binge them if you want. Binge away, my darlings. But anyway, all right. Enough talking. Let's get back to this.
I was diagnosed with cancer, and at 36, I'm still dealing with it. Before you stuff your face again and then complain that you might have this, you might have diarrhea, and you're going to the ER, I want you to see for 5 seconds what a daily treatment is like here.
All right, darling. Hey, no need to thank you for being here. And it is always wonderful to chat with you. You go get your kiddos and you're going to have a lovely night. You're going to have so much fun. I wish I could be there with you guys. But yes, when you got some time and you're bored, check out the playlist. You might find something you get into and binge, Yes, love you so much, Chris. Mwah. Thank you so much for hanging out and giving me some of your time. Thank you so, so much. You have a wonderful rest of your night. I know you're going to have such a fun time. I'm so jelly. Love you so much, and we'll talk soon. We'll talk again soon.
Because they're about to start my injections. This is my daily life. So before you complain next time, and you complain about whatever you're going through and that you just can't live without donuts and Chinese and pizza and mukbangs, this is reality. This is real life.
Every time I think, I've seen it all. I've made loads of videos on lolcows, Amber, Cyrex, Jupiter. I've seen the worst ones. Jimmy Bunker.
Oh my God. Did you see that? She put her hot sauce on her, looked like a Crunch Wrap. And then she actually licked the hot sauce thing. Oh my God, man. She don't even waste the sauce packets. She don't waste a drop. Oh my God.
Okay. I've seen the worst lolcows that the internet has to offer. So I thought, oh, nothing's going to shock me now. But her response did. It got me. I can't believe she responded like that.
Oh my God. That lady was talking about her experience with what she said, she had cancer or something. And this sloppy hoe is like, oh my God, you're such a hateful. Wow. This bitch is worse than Amber Lynn. 100%. Amber Lynn is just annoying. And she's just a harmless narcissist, we'll just say. She's just annoying and attention seeking. This bitch is definitely attention seeking, but it's to a worse degree. Ew. As my nephew would say, ew, brother, ew. You guys ever see that where that guy's it's I've seen it on Facebook Reels. Man, there's a bunch of these little floaty white things. It's been going on for days. My mom says they're dandelion seeds floating. They're little tufts. But damn, I've never seen them this bad. Whoa. If you have allergies to dandelions, be careful outside, man. Your shit's gonna be, your sinuses are gonna be all kinds of messed up. But anyway, sorry that I get distracted sometimes by my surroundings. I'm always observing what's going on around me. But yeah, Chantal is on a whole nother level compared to Amberlynn. A whole nother level. Gross.
Public to see as well. And after this, she just went back to the mukbangs and complaining that she was making herself feel sick.
Last video, I told you about my digestive problems. I showed you guys a picture a long time ago of some like weird spots on my legs.
Foodie's lack of concern for her own health would eventually put her in the hospital. The cysts, she had to have a full hysterectomy to remove them.
I had my hysterectomy on November 20th.
So a lot of surgery in my work. I feel like really tired.
Why do I not feel bad? Probably because she's disgusting inside and out.
You would think that with all of her health issues and that person with cancer calling her out would be a bit of a wake-up call for Amber. You'll do that at some point. I'm keeping it in. Would be a wake-up call for... What's she called? Foodie. Would be a wake-up call for her. It wasn't. She still, for some reason, would just spend far too much time focusing on things that just didn't matter.
So if you're going to be a reaction channel and you're also, well, I may as well address.
Oh my God, the dots. The big old fucking polka dot. Oh my. Ugh. That is a sight to behold.
Now, and you're going to re-upload my content, I'm going to strike you because you don't have a right to do that. Seriously, this is not transformative.
Reaction channels are supposed to be transformative.
You want to strike my channel? You want to strike my channel? Do it! Because all that's going to do is make you look awful because I already got your strikes overturned, sis.
You could say, oh, it's because you're a bad person. So the logic is...
I make fun of your weight and I think you're a bad person. And what? What do you do about it? Fight?
That's funny. I'm sorry. Yes, it's petty. Like I said, we're letting ourselves be petty for this one. And yeah, we're letting ourselves be petty. We'll ask for forgiveness later.
Fight me? I don't give a...
There must be about another, I don't know, 1 billion clips of a Foodie kicking off with reaction channels, but we'll be here all night. Honestly, there's loads. I've got no personal attachment to, what's her name? Foodie Beauty. Can't remember her name. I've got no personal attachment to her. I'm making a few videos on her, and then I'll never think about her ever again. But at the minute, she's as deluded as any lolcow I've ever seen. She's definitely going to come for me now, isn't she? Anyway, being so obsessed with reaction channels and what everybody else thinks of you is classic lolcow behavior. And so is threatening to quit YouTube.
So this is not a clickbait video. I am leaving YouTube. I have one more video to upload. And
that's a lie because she still uploads today. To this day.
And that will be the last one. I'm just going to log off.
I'm taking a break. I'm taking a break from YouTube.
Oh, wow. She's actually eating something that looks healthy. She's eating like a salad and it looks like maybe some chicken. I don't know. Some shrimp or something. I don't know. Wow.
I wasn't understanding what I was doing wrong. You know? I don't get it. I'm a good person. I have a lot of friends. And so I've concluded that people don't like me because I'm overweight.
How come it's always the worst?
No, people don't like you because you're sloppy and disgusting, personality wise. It's not just the outside sloppiness, but you're a horrible human being and you show it. You show it. It's pretty sad that none of us know you personally, but we can tell what kind of a disgusting human being you are from what you put out to the world, to social media. You put this out there. You put yourself out there. And we can see right through you. You're a horrible person. That's why people don't like you. Who cares that you're morbidly obese? There's plenty of morbidly hungry fat chick, I think it is. We'll get into her too. She seems like she's a sweet human being. She just genuinely, has a problem. But you are not a sweet human being. You are foul in every aspect possible. That's why people don't like you.
Worst people in the world who say, I'm a good person. She's never learned with the reaction channels. She's always done the same thing. Upload a video having a rant or a rage, calms down the next day, deletes it, does it again, rage, delete, rage, and she still does it now. But it seems nuts to focus on channels saying, I wasn't happy with the behavior, to focus on that. And I always do it now since I made the little series on Life by Jen. I always think when I see somebody in that poor, spoilers, her health gets so much worse. Honestly, she's such a bad way. It reminds me of Life by Jen, the last episode of Life by Jen I did, where you can look at her and you can go, yeah, you can see she's dying. She doesn't look too far away from that. But instead, even now, we'll rage about just nothing. And that's the main focus. And I don't get it. You're spending your life, I'm talking to you now, foodie, Mariam. You're spending your life raging at channels, and you're going to be dead soon, and you are. So I don't get it. Why not focus on, well, why am I giving you advice? As if you're going to listen. More fool me, what am I doing? We've seen her be pretty terrible to everybody in her life. We've seen her be rude to her audience and mean, spoiled, all that. We've seen it be horrible, and our audience didn't like it, and reaction channels didn't like it. But I think the biggest scandal at this time was the cheese graveyard.
Not a very
The cheese graveyard. Here we go. This is the thumbnail that I was talking about. The thumbnail that I used for this video. Here we go. We are getting to it.
very firm cheese like I thought it was. So I'm just using it to make bricks. So no crosses, unfortunately, but my coffin turned out pretty well. BB helped me sculpt that.
In the video, she's talking about the Heaven's Gate cult. Obviously, people died. Pretty serious subject. She's since deleted the video. Thankfully, people have saved it. I thank you for that. I know plenty of people were angry with this one. And I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed, foodie. No, I'm not angry. I'm just baffled. I am. I'm just genuinely confused by the whole thing. I don't get it. I don't get what the tone of the video is meant to be. Like, I don't get is it meant to be like a fun, hey guys, I'm doing a vlog and come join me and Pete's next week. We're going to whatever.
Thursday, Pete and I are going to the Pumpkin Inferno. I know a lot of you liked that vlog, so stay tuned.
Or is it meant to be lots of people died and like what am I watching? I didn't like how she kept talking about this really horrible, serious, upsetting thing for a lot of people, and then would pause to just.
This cult is called Heaven's Gate. It was founded in 1974. The cult leader is named Marshall Applewhite. So his name is Marshall.
Like, are you telling me the story so that I'm invested, or am I just listening to you chew cheese? What's?
Oh God, how could anybody find that entertainment? See, that's what I'm saying. It's a kink. It has to be like a kink thing.
The video, she would have this slight sad tone on, which you would talk about this. You'd have a sad. Well, she had a sad tone, and then would immediately jump to, cheese.
Now you might hear mass suicide and think, oh, that's horrible. But for these people who were manipulated, they believed that that was the only way for them to reach this level of transcendence. And they called it the next level. They were confined in their bodies. And the Leicester cheese tastes like an aged cheddar. Brie, if you've never had it, is really creamy and delicious. So
Then they put plastic bags and purple shrouds over their heads and died in their bunk beds.
I'll have one more piece. I cut out a certain amount of pieces I wanted to eat. Yeah. This is really good bread. It's from Artisan Bakery. Art is in artisan. Play on words.
She also got a bit of stick for showing dead bodies, which I've edited out. So thanks for that, foodie. That was a laugh editing. It was just a strange one. It was just, here's some dead bodies. Here's a piece of cheese.
And I think what really stood out, besides the mass suicide, was the pictures of the bodies that are online. So I'll show you a picture. They're all wearing the same Nikes. And you can buy these Nikes. They're expensive on like eBay. I really like this pumpkin spice cheese, actually. It's pretty good.
I'm not angry. I just think she's a terrible YouTuber. I think she's a lolcow, not a YouTuber. But yeah, she didn't treat the subject with any respect. So I understand people being angry at it. And people were. It even made its way to BuzzFeed, and the showed a Michael B. Petty tweet where he says, flashing pictures of dead bodies on the screen while you stuff your face talking about the price of Nikes. This is low even for Chantal. Someone says, maybe that's why they wore the same shoes. Nike, just do it. Foodie says, okay, that was a good one, lol. And Michael B. Petty says, you realize you're joking about the suicide of 39 people, right? Now, I'm not somebody who gets offended by jokes, offensive jokes or inappropriate jokes, because the majority of the time when you hear a joke like that, the understanding is that both parties aren't really like that. The person telling the joke doesn't believe what they're saying, and the person listening to the joke doesn't believe what they're saying. And the joke is, haha, can you imagine if we were actually like that? Of course we're not like that. Great, fine. It's like Michael Scott says on The Office. He says, what does he say? There's no such thing as an appropriate joke. That's why it's called a joke. However, because I've researched Foodie quite a lot, and I don't think she's a good person, and I don't think she has any genuine empathy for the people.
Absolutely agree. And I understand why you think that, because that's what she shows to the world.
Who died. It feels uncomfortable when she makes a joke about it or laughs about it. Because I think if somebody was to make a joke about it who was kind, who was nice, I'd get that it's a joke and that they've got genuine empathy, and of course it's not funny. But when Foodie does it, I don't know. I don't think she's a nice person. So does she have any empathy for it? Does she think it's actually horrible? Or is she just stuffing her face with cheese? I don't know, because the video is just crap.
She doesn't even have an interest in this story. It's like she's like, oh, this is a popular thing to talk about. Let me sit here and incorporate what I like doing, shoving my face with food, and talk about it. That's what it gives me. She knows it's popular to talk about true crime stuff and cult stuff, and she's like, all right, I'll just incorporate that with what I love to do, being a sloppy fat fuck. Sorry, Lord, I apologize. But yeah, she has no interest in what happened with these individuals or this story. She has no care.
They make really good bread.
It reminds me a lot of the Logan Paul Japanese forest.
I really hate to say this. I think there's someone hanging right there.
When he was there and he was laughing, he had no genuine empathy. And you could tell his laughter was just one out of cruelty and immaturity. And haha, isn't this funny?
That's why I hate those Paul brothers, and I'm ashamed that they came from my home state. I cannot stand either of them. Maybe they change. I don't think so. I think Jake is worse than Logan nowadays, though. I think Logan might have grown up a little bit, but I don't know. I don't really keep up with those people because I don't like them. But oh God, I really hope Mike Tyson knocks his freaking block off.
Funny? Not really. No. So it reminds me of that. I think she just didn't treat it with any respect at all. That's my armchair psychology explanation anyway.
On March 26, 1997, that's when they decided to do it.
Ew. Ew. Listening to her chew even is disgusting. Like you hear her jaw clicking and like raw, 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 raw. That's what ugh. Nasty. Ugh.
Well, they drank the Kool-Aid or whatever they did.
Oh yeah, that's so funny.
Arby's
Yeah.
2 for $5 chicken.
That's so funny. They drank the Kool-Aid or whatever. Huh. If you actually cared about this story, about what happened to these people, about this subject, then you actually wouldn't have to drink the Kool-Aid or whatever. You would know that they did drink Kool-Aid and or whatever. Wait a minute. No, Jonestown drank Kool-Aid. Okay, wait a minute. See, I used to really be into watching documentaries and learning about all these cults and stuff like that. I think I was talking about Jonestown, where they drank the Kool-Aid. They laced the Kool-Aid with cyanide or something, and even fed it to the children. There's actual video, like audio of children crying and shit because they drank. Oh God. That one haunts me. The whole Jonestown thing, Cole, that shit haunts me worse than anything. Heaven's Gate, I can't remember. Maybe they did the same thing, but I can't remember if it was Kool-Aid, or if they took like pills or something. I can't remember. But yeah. Anyway, let's get through this.
On everything I've learned so far, I would totally understand if you watching didn't have any sympathy for what was coming up next, because I didn't by this point.
So, I know that I look like shit right now, and I'm gonna try to talk.
You look like shit all the time, bitch.
Not cry. Or maybe I'm just gonna cry. Baby and I decided to break up. If we have to break up one day, I know that's really horrible to say because we don't want the same things in life, then I guess that will happen. I mean, that's
lucky man. He got out. Lucky.
part of life. It's just the way. I don't want to talk badly about him. I don't really want to go into too much detail to respect his privacy. We've been together for like 8 years, and I never thought that I've ever been so in love with anybody. And when you're first in love, that feeling. Are you coming to cheer up, mommy? Same thing with Pete. Well, not the same thing with what happened with Pete, but after about 7 years, get that 7-year itch, I guess. I don't know. And I think that I'm really messed up. And I can tell that he's not happy.
I want him to find somebody he's more compatible.
Oh, hey guys, hang on a minute. I gotta go pee and then we'll finish this. I gotta pee really bad. I can't hold it anymore. I'll be back. I promise. I'm coming, guys. Gotta wash my hands. Hygiene is key here. I bet you Chantal doesn't wash her hands after she pees. Bet. She probably doesn't even wash her hand after she goes dookie. She probably sniffs her fingers. Ew. Oh my God, that's disgusting.
What is that? Be happy with, to have a family. Something that I'm just not meant to have. I feel like my health. I feel like I did this. Like I ruined it.
Yes.
Sometimes it's easier to stay together. Like this is our home, you know? Even though there's roaches. I might move back in with Pete as roommates. We were roommates before. We work well together. You could do videos with me. He's very supportive. I mean, I knew BB wasn't my soulmate, whatever. You know, I always have to tell him, like, come look how cute the cats are being right now. And he just goes, ugh, he just grunts. Like, if you cannot appreciate a cute cat, then you're not my soulmate.
I'm surprised.
I mean, I do relate to her on that. If you can't appreciate a cute cat, you're not my soulmate. Or a cute dog or a cute anything. Like, oh my God. Speaking of cute, Poppy is being so adorable right now. She's half asleep and she's flicking her tail. And it's the cutest shit that I've ever seen. I love her. Okay, let's finish this up. Give our final thoughts and opinions, and then I'm getting off here because we've been on here almost 2 hours now.
Surprised you didn't say BB broke up with her because he was fat phobic.
I cheated on BB. I did. There was this Jamaican guy who was very, very, very persistent. I don't know what it was. Like, I don't know what it was, but something about his confidence level, and he was so persistent, and I like attention, and I was insecure, and I didn't feel like I deserved BB because BB was so good, and I just didn't feel like I deserved good. I don't know. I've never done anything to hurt anybody. I never thought. I mean, I have.
I don't particularly like Foodie Beauty. I know, shocking after everything you've just watched. But I think she's been spoiled, mean, impulsive, angry, all that stuff. All stuff she would agree with now, I'm sure. I don't hate her enough to make videos about her forever. I'll make this little series and then I'll move on with my life and never think about her again. And she'll probably hate me after this series. Well, she'll probably hate me now, which is fair enough. I've just spent however long pointing out all your bad qualities. Not all of them, but some of them. And I might not like her, but that doesn't mean I want her to die, obviously. Or if she did die, I could make a video about her while eating cheese. Show no empathy, make a few jokes.
See, he's silly. This is why I like watching his shit. Like he does really good professional work, but he also is silly at the same time.
I can have Michael B. Petty tweeting at me. Get on to BuzzFeed. Is that still a thing, BuzzFeed? I'd prefer if she lost the weight, if she got healthy, if she didn't die in the next 2 weeks. I prefer if she stopped being horrible to everybody, stopped raging and then deleting it and then raging. I prefer if we had a big arc, because I'll be honest, I'm getting sick of ending these videos on the same thing. This person's awful, they're gonna die. That's not fun. That's not fun for me. I want to end it on a hopeful, happy note. It's probably not fun for you either. So hopefully, there's a huge arc. It'll be the greatest arc in the whole of YouTube, internet lolcows. Foodie Beauty, she was awful. She was horrible. She did all this. Oh my God, have you seen her now? She's lost loads of weight. She's dead nice. I know it's not going to happen. I'd prefer that, but I know it's not going to happen. So I probably shouldn't waste any energy in hoping that. I did originally have some big tease for the next episode coming up, but I think I'll just leave it at thanks for watching. Thank you to you, Foodie, for watching. It wasn't that bad, was it? I know you were panicking, even though you said 40 times you didn't care.
Mr. Snowflake made a teaser about you. Doesn't look favorable. That's okay. I don't care.
It wasn't that bad. Most people watching this will already know all this stuff, and the people who don't know it, I don't think it's going to affect you. The people who like you will still like you, and the people who don't like you, nothing's going to change there. So it's not really going to change anything about your life. But you should still do a rant video. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. You as well, Foodie. Thank you. I hope you're all entertained. I hope it was an interesting watch. I hope you learned something. And I'll see you in the next one. If I can bring myself to do another month's research of Foodie. I don't know if I can. But I should see you in episode 2. I'll do a little tease for Luxury Villa. Stay tuned. Cheers, everybody. Bye. Thank you.
All right, so I want to read this comment that I just showed you. How dare you compile all the information she put out there on the internet that she deleted? Don't you know when you delete it, it makes it so it never happened? The audacity of Mr. Cardigan, right? Final thoughts, final opinions. This bitch is a horrible individual. And contrary to what I used to think that she wasn't as bad as Amberlynn. She's worse than Amberlynn. Definitely worse than Amberlynn. And we will continue to get to know her at a later time. So keep an eye on that. Maybe we'll watch part 2 next week from Mr. Cardigan here. I like that better than Mr. Snowflake, but yeah, like this person right here said, when you upload something to the internet, that doesn't mean that it never happened, honey. Sorry, not sorry. But the internet, for the most part, is forever. Anyways, all right, sugar pies. I'm going to jump off here. We've been on here a while. I thank you all. Chris, Susan, Dirte, anybody who came and chatted live. Thank you so much for hanging out and chatting with me. I absolutely love having people to interact with live. I love it so much. Oh, it tickles me pink. It really, really does. It tickles me so much. I love it. But also, thank you to those of you who just sit back and watch and enjoy with me or listen with me. Thank you. Thank you to those of you who watch the playback. Thank you so much. You're all equally appreciated. Okay? All of you. Thank you for giving me your time. No matter what way, if you come here live or you watch the playback, thank you for giving me your time. Tippy tippies to my Cash App scrolling at the bottom of the screen are very much appreciated, but not necessary. But I do appreciate them very much because this channel is not monetized. Maybe we will be someday. Maybe we won't be someday. I don't know. We'll just have to see. But they are very appreciated. So thank you. If you can do that, thank you so much. Well, other than that, thank you so much for your time. That is the most valuable thing that you can give to me or anybody. We can make more money, but we can't make more time for ourselves. So the fact that you gave me a little bit of your time, oh, thank you. It is so appreciated, more than you know. Also, the tarot cards will be arriving next week, probably. More than likely next week at some time. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to do anything live, but if you'd like me to do, like, I listen, I haven't done these in years, so I got to get back in the swing of it. So I need people to practice on. And if you would like me to do a reading for you, hang on, let me put my email here. You can hit me in the email, and yeah, we'll correspond back and forth. Lee-mail xoxo@yahoo.com. We'll correspond with each other back and forth and get something going. And I'll do a little reading on you. See if I still got it like I used to. And if you feel like I deserve a little tippy for my energy and my efforts, leave me a little tippy on my Cash App. Okay? Thank you, darlings. Or if you just want to talk. If you're an addict, especially because I have quite a bit of experience in that, both with loved ones being addicts and also myself being an addict. If you need some words of wisdom or your shoulder to cry on or something like that, hit me up. Okay? I love every single one of you. I really do. And I thank you so much for your love and support. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that's good stuff. You know what to do. You know what to do, babe. I wish for every single one of you hearing my voice right now, I wish for you health, wealth, success, and happiness, and blessings and protection over you all. Especially protection over all of our children. It's a scary world out there these days. If you're a kid, well, in general, it's a scary world. But if you're a kid, it's even scarier. So protection over all of your children and all of my children. Well, not my children, because I don't have kids that I actually pushed out. But, my children that are related to me, that I've taken care of, and, all that, whatever. And yours. All the children that you are connected with. God bless them and protect them. In Jesus' name. We will talk after the weekend. I hope everybody has a good weekend. Probably Tuesday, I'll be back as usual with something for you guys. So, you just got to keep an eye on what your girl's up to. All right? Thank you, guys. And again, blessings and protection over you all. Blessings, protection, especially over all of the children. Amen to that. We'll talk soon, sugar pies. Mwah. Bye-bye.